you have any idea yet what the Ravens' offense is going to look like? Who they're going to put out there? How you prep for them?
Prepping for all their starters. I'd rather be over-prepared than under-prepared, and we got a good team, and we're expecting to see it.
It's kind of frustrating, Cam, that you guys don't control your own destiny right now, that you need some things to happen outside this team.
I'm not frustrated. Focus on what we can focus on. We have to take care of our business. We'll worry about the other stuff later, but we are singly focused on just the Ravens.
Cam, you guys been able to figure out the last couple of weeks how to work without making running him back? What kind of boost would that be for you guys?
Well, to have a guy like that, it definitely makes your defense a lot better. I think we can have a lot more communication, be more sound in that, and he's a sure tackler, provides a spark with his turnovers. So definitely helps out our defense, but I like to think we created a lot of depth since then.
You mentioned kind of that depth here. We hear Mike Tomlin talk consistently about the next man up mentality. How has that shown true, especially for you guys to make the last handful of weeks?
You name it. Guys have gotten injured, and we've needed them to all step up, whether it was D-line, inside linebackers, safeties, moving corners around. It is what it is. That's part of the game, but it's a testament to guys just staying locked in, ready for their moments, being in tune during meetings, because you never know when your number's going to get called, but you can be ready for that moment.
Cam, you've been part of these games the other way. Regardless of who plays and who doesn't, what are you expecting from a mindset perspective from the Ravens in a game where maybe they don't have necessarily anything on their docket to play for, but I'm sure they don't want to lose to you either?
Yeah, we're looking at it as they want to knock us out. They don't want to even give us a chance. So we want to go up there and win. And, I don't think we really think, their mindset is they're just going to lay off the gas. They want to knock us out. They want to have success. We played there before, and we've been in this situation. They beat us last time. So, that's indicative of how they're going to play. We'll be ready.
Cam, does it feel like Groundhog Day at all a little bit with just the way that the season's come down to the last week again? You guys need to win, but you also need help to kind of get into the playoffs?
Not at all. I think it's a tough game. And you lose games, you win games. You have an opportunity to make the playoffs. Obviously we need a little bit of help, but, fortunate to be in this position. And we're just clawing our way out of it.
What do you remember about that 2018 year when you guys were all kind of literally scoreboard watching? That was kind of the first of these sweated out final weeks. Some of them have gone your way, obviously.
Yeah. Well, it sucked then. I felt like we were just watching the board the whole time, and it was a rainy, gloomy day. Luckily enough, we'll just be the only game really playing during that time. So, our eyes are just going to be on this game, and we'll let whatever happens after happen. So we'll take care of business.
How have you seen Baltimore's offense evolve since the first meeting?
I think they've had a lot more success with their wide receivers. I think Lamar's just created more and more of a chemistry there. They're hitting on all cylinders, scoring 56 points last week. That's no fluke. That is, playing some of their best ball. I think they just play very good complementary football. They get a quick 3 and out. They score. They had a couple returns, and then they gave them some short fields. So they cashed in, got 7 points a lot of those times. So when you have a lot of success, it just breeds more and more success for that group.
Cam, how different of a player is Joey now than earlier in the season? What's allowed him to progress?
I think confidence has always been something he's had, but now he knows what he's getting into, and he feels more comfortable in what he's doing. I think we tried to not throw him into the fire right away, but let him grow on his own. And week in and week out, he's guarding the top receiver, and we've needed big performances by him. And you usually don't hear anything about their top receivers, so that's a good sign.
Are you preparing for their starters?
Absolutely. This is the Steelers Ravens, so no matter who plays, we're playing like Lamar's gonna play, and so we know that this is a big game. I know they've already locked up the 1 seed, but just like I said, it's Steelers Ravens, and so this is a big rivalry. It's a physical game, and so they're gonna bring it because it's Steelers Ravens, and so I'm just excited for the matchup.
Does it change much if they don't play? If those guys,
Yeah, but both Lamar and Huntley, they both have unique skill sets, and so I know we played against Huntley as well. So knowing that we have tape against him, we'll probably go back and look at those games to see what we did effectively against him if Lamar doesn't play. But we're definitely going to be prepared for both.
How much, I guess, not consistency, but just how much is there on the fact that this is that rivalry and there is some uncertainty with the lineups and who's going to be out there?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that there is a little bit of uncertainty. We don't know if everyone's going to play or not, but we're just preparing like they are going to. And because of that, we're just going at practice the same way, and we know that, hey, this is a huge game for us because it's do or die, and we have to win. And so we're preparing like everyone's going to play, and if they don't, we'll plan accordingly. But we know that this is a huge game, and it's a rivalry game, it's a division game, and so we just got to focus on winning.
How much also has this defense this year in particular kind of embodied the next man up mentality?
Yeah, I mean, huge. We've battled attrition a lot in our defense. From safety position and inside backer position. And just having guys to come in and play big roles for us and get a bunch of quality rests has been huge for us. And so, just really proud of those guys stepping up. And just like you said, the next man up mentality is huge, and it's been huge for us this year. And so, we know we have capable guys who are willing to come step in.
How much has that been able to open up things for you offensively in the pass game?
When we get the run game going, you know what I'm saying, we're able to do a lot of things, and that allows us to do a lot of stuff on the outside. And I'm saying once we get control of the line of scrimmage, so we can continue to pound the ball and stay ahead of the sticks. Like I say, great things happen on the outside, and like I say, that's something that we've been harping on, trying to stay up in front of the sticks and continue to just run the ball anyway, as Coach T would say, in those moments. And I feel like the running back's been doing a great job at that.
You talked even the last 2 years, about hard work and things are getting close and coming together. Do you, after these 2 games and the most success you guys have had, you feel like it actually is that you guys took that step as a group?
Yeah, I feel like we're in the right direction. Just taking it one day at a time. The season ain't been easy when it comes to staying ahead of sticks or just stuff that comes with playing football. And like I said, we just stay locked in on what's necessary and try to put our best foot forward each and every day. And when we get out on the field, it shows. And just sticking to the little things and what we do. Everybody playing as one. All that, I'm saying, leads up to us chasing one goal.
That momentum, that confidence, do you feel like that carries over game to game, and should it carry over to this Baltimore game?
Yeah, obviously, we had a great game last week. Had great running game. Still did what we did on the outside. Like I said, we're gonna try to carry that same momentum over to this week, because we got a good team. Getting ready for the Ravens, the defense. So, like I said, we gotta make sure we locked in this week on the little details.
Does it matter who plays over there for you guys?
Yes and no, because they got guys on the defense that can make plays and change the game at any moment. So, like I said, that goes for us. We got to stay on our job, make sure we on our P's and Q's, make sure everybody on the same page, and we'll be fine.
With the way you guys are playing, is it a little frustrating that it's not in your hands, that you got to win and wait to see how it unfolds?
We shot ourselves in the foot. Those 2 games we should have won, but like I said, we can only control what we can control, and just keep trying to finish this season strong, and that's winning Saturday.
You talking about Arizona and New England, the 2 games?
Yeah, them 2. Those were big games that we needed to win, and we didn't obviously get the win. So, like I said, we just got to control what we can control and focus on Baltimore.
TJ was saying that one of the reasons he thinks you guys have come back the last couple of weeks is the way Mike Tomlin handles himself in team meetings. Says we could see it, how consistent he is. What do you like about the way he handles himself, and what are those team meetings like?
He's very direct when he's speaking to us. It's like I feel like those messages, get us hyped. It's stuff that we need to hear, because we're not perfect. Like I said, we just come to work and try to do our best, and that's all we can do. And we're gonna continue to do that. And everybody loves his messages every morning, getting us prepared for each team, giving us little pointers on what they do and what they expect from the team we're going up against, and who the key defenders and what we should expect from them as well. So that helps us out a lot. Preparing through the week and getting ready for the game. So once we get to the game and whatnot, we already know what's going to happen. And it makes our job a lot easier.
When there's outside noise about, maybe Tomlin's message isn't getting through and it's, not working the same, is that something that makes you guys want to rally around him and prove, like, these people don't know what they're talking about? It still resonates in this locker room.
That's what they want to say, People going to say what they want to say. It's a part of the game. Like I said, we can only control what goes on in this locker room. We can't worry about what everybody else is saying because at the end of the day, we on the field, you know what I'm saying? They not here. They don't see the day-to-day things that we go through, you know what I'm saying, leading up till Sunday. So, like I said, we just got to worry about us, and that's it.
The fact that you guys have bounced back after those 3 losses, does that show that the way that Mike Tomlin leads is still effective with this group?
His leadership always been effective. Just because, we don't win a few games, whatever it don't mean. His leadership isn't what it's been. He's still Coach Tomlin, still gonna be him, and we still gonna follow him. And that's what we're gonna do.
When you talk about the balance of the offense, how much of that do you think is a product of Mason's ability to spread the ball around and get the ball out effectively to you guys?
Wait, say that again?
When you talk about the balance of the offense, you're able to run the ball effectively, throw effectively. How much of that is a credit to Mason's efficiency when it comes to spreading the ball around?
Just gives him comfortability out there, knowing that we can do those things, and he knows who he has out there, that he can trust to make those plays, and we continue to put that on film, and we can just continue to rally around him and help him get prepared for this week. That's all it really is to it.
Have you familiarized yourself with the scenarios that need to happen for you guys to get in the playoffs? Have you looked at any of that in terms of who needs to
not
win
worried.
and lose if you guys win?
I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about winning Saturday. I mean, what can we do?
You guys have been in this situation just about every year since
we
you've
put
been here, right? So you're used to this.
We put ourselves in that situation, and like I said, wish we can handle those 2 games differently or whatever, But like I said, that's out of our control now. That's the only game we got. So, to get us in there. Whatever goes on after that, it's gonna happen.